Hello everyone and welcome to another video from Prempods. Today we'll be predicting the scores in match day 13 and we'll just try and understand what we think is going to happen and run you through how we think it's going to go. So the first game of the weekend, I believe, is Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool.
Yes, 12:30.
12:30 kickoff. It's been a long time since you've been one of the first.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've been a 12:30 kickoff for sure.
Yeah.
But don't put us in your accas in it. Don't be messing yourself up. Don't mess up your 3 o'clock accas by putting us in and putting the jinx on us. Okay. We just want to win this game. No one bet on Liverpool. We just want to win this game cleanly. So I've gone for, what did I go for? I went for 4-0. Sorry.
You gone 4-0.
Which is, I looked back through like previous games between Forest and Liverpool, and interestingly at Nottingham Forest, who are at home, we've drawn the last 4 games.
That's mental.
I don't think we beat them at the City Ground from like in recent years anyway. That's
mental. It looks like, from me looking along my list, it looks like we've gone very similar for most of them, to be honest with you. I've gone 4-1 Liverpool. I still think after that performance against City, that one of your defenders is going to let something slip, because for the amount of concentration they had,
it's still a bit leaky.
Something's going to happen in it. They might concede a pen.
It wouldn't surprise me if again, well, obviously it didn't happen in the City game, but in this game, if we go down first,
and then you just come back and win
and turn it around.
It's probably a good bet to do that bet if you're going to do one. Liverpool to come from behind potentially.
No 12:30s, don't do it. Just ignore the 12:30.
Yeah, we're normally horrible on 12:30. I don't think Notts Forest offer anything to be able to get anything over the line. I could eat my words when we do this next week, but I don't see it.
I can't see it. I don't know where they're going to get their goals from. I can see them getting a goal potentially, but not enough. I don't think they'll outscore us, and it potentially could turn out to be a game like that, just who scores more goals.
3-2, yeah, true.
I think we don't abandon defence, but we should be looking to go out and dominate Nottingham Forest, so we should score 3 at least.
Yeah, I think these are the weeks now where you play Milner and Tsimikas. These are the weeks where you play either Robertson and Tsimikas over there, and then you have to bring Trent back, because this is where you go for it and you try and score 5 and 6 in it. You put Milner on against City in that, because it just shores it up.
Yeah.
It's good. On to the next game. We've got Everton hosting Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
What have you said for this score?
I went for a draw. I went for 0-0.
I went for a draw as well, and I went for 1-1. I still think both of them have quality to score, but I think they'll cancel each other out at the end of the day.
Yeah, a draw is kind of a notorious result between these two teams over the past few years as well. Obviously, it could go either way, definitely. But I don't know. Palace is still a bit of a straight. They'll be happy with that home win. So, in the spirit of the Prem and normally what these mid-table-ish teams do, good result away. I mean, at home, normally drop points away. So that's why I don't think Everton are that good to blow them away or anything. I think it'll be a tight game. So that's draw.
Makes perfect sense, to be honest with you. We've gone quite similar on this fixture. I've gone 5-0 Man City against Brighton.
Yeah, we were saying I said 4-0. Sorry, so we were saying that City would, because of not scoring against us on Sunday, that they're gonna. I feel sorry for whoever plays City next, basically.
Yeah, literally, I wanted them because we should have had them in the
City at home as well.
Yeah.
So I don't see anything out of that game for Brighton whatsoever. Maybe not even a goal.
Don't even see a goal. Yeah, literally. I'll be surprised if they grab one, to be honest with you. Moving on to the next game, because I can't see anything apart from a Man City win. Neither can you.
No.
Sorry, big game. Literally, sorry, Brian. It's life now. Right?
Yeah, it happens.
It does happen.
Haaland didn't score last game. You know what has to happen.
Scoring a hat-trick this week. And I'm going to captain him.
You know what has to happen.
Literally. Next game, massive game. Chelsea United.
Big game.
Massive game. At Stamford Bridge. Man United travel there. I've gone 1-1.
I went 2-2. It's normally a fun fixture, isn't it?
It is definitely quite fun.
Always filled with some kind of controversy, a bit argy-bargy on the benches, and it's normally a fun game on the pitch as well.
Yeah.
I was kind of edging towards a Chelsea win, to be honest with you. I thought Chelsea at home might just edge out United, but yeah, I went for 2-2 anyway.
Makes sense. Yeah, I don't see. Again, I think it's quite similar to the Everton Palace game for me. I think they both have quality, but they'll end up cancelling each other out.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Fair, yeah.
That's exactly what I think will happen. Probably won't though, because I'm poor at guessing. So
we'll see.
We will see. Next game we've got Villa versus Brentford. What have you gone for?
1-1. I've gone for another draw. I've got my 3 draws right now.
Yeah, you're on a lot of draws, mate. 3 draws out of 5 games. Gone for a lot of draws.
I've gone for a few draws, I think, actually.
That might be a good echo.
Yeah.
3 draws, you get like decent odds.
Yeah.
Might be alright. I've gone 2-1 Brentford. I feel like
2-1.
Sorry, 2-0 Brentford.
2-0.
Okay. I don't think Villa will score. I think Gerrard's having like just a very tough time.
Yeah.
Very tough time.
There was a couple of reports that he'd already been sacked, but obviously don't believe everything that you read in it always.
But I just think the quality that Brentford have going forward, I think is too much for Villa's defence. Tony versus Mings.
Yeah,
he's going to give him the ball.
Yeah, but I think you're right in that sense that the difference probably will be the goal scorers, the attacking players. And at the minute, Villa's attacking players ain't
can't buy
doing anything. Yeah, they can't buy a goal at the minute. And Tony and Mbeumo and those type of players are always quite fruitful. And they love games like this where they're going up against like kind of physically imposing defenders and stuff like that. They love them type of fixtures.
Yeah,
and they normally perform well in them. So, but I still went with 1-1. Villa Brentford. Villa at home. Time seems to be slowly running out for Stevie. So yeah, they have to keep just getting some kind of results.
They have to do something.
And I don't think a draw is that bad of a result.
Not right now.
Time against Brentford.
Anything
they're at home, so they should want to win, and I'm sure they obviously do. But
they have to show it on the pitch and start finishing really.
Yeah.
On to the next game. We've got Wolves v Leicester, 2 p.m.
There's a few 2 p.m. kickoffs in it on the Sunday.
Yes, there are. That was kind of similar to last week, isn't it? Because I had to watch my game.
And there's only
not on Sky.
There's only one game on Sky, and it was Villa. It was Villa Chelsea.
Yeah.
They didn't even put Man United. Newcastle
well, they knew something that we didn't.
Yeah, literally, because it turned out
0-0 was a horrible game.
And the Villa game was quite interesting.
The Villa game was good. It was good.
Sorry,
I think they sometimes put managers on who are close to the drop on TV.
Of course,
that's what they've done.
But then obviously there is occasions where they have to play certain teams in it. So the way that the fixtures work, and the TV deals and whatever else. Yeah,
that's very true as well. Wolves Leicester. Sorry, I said 1-1. What did you say?
Wolves at home. I said 2-1. Similar to their game against Forest, potentially I'm looking at it as, with Leicester's current form as well, especially away from home. So yeah, I think Wolves will have enough to get the win at home.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be one of them games where it could end up being 0-0.
Yeah,
because they've both been so poor in front of goal.
Yeah, Wolves ain't scoring many at all.
No, they scored one from a penalty. They're getting like goals from corners. They're not getting any really from open play. There's not really any like movement from anyone that I can see when I watch Wolves. It's hard to see where they score from. And
they've got Diego Costa. Obviously, they've had a few injuries, I think, and they've kind of landed on Diego Costa, who it was a gamble and it could have went brilliantly. We're still only 10 games into the season. He hasn't played that many games, so I'm sure throughout times of the season, someone like Costa will come up with key moments for Wolves.
Yeah, I reckon so as well. Moving on to my team's game, we are travelling down to Southampton. We got Southampton versus
Another away
Arsenal.
game.
Another away game.
This is the difficult period that no one will really talk about too much because it's Leeds and it's Southampton, but 2 back-to-back away games, especially after the Leeds game. Well, not back-to-back, sorry, but yeah, you know what I mean.
It is back-to-back because we're not playing this week.
Oh yeah,
because we skipped the fixtures in it because our one got postponed with City.
So it is back-to-back anyway.
Back-to-back away.
You'll be happy again with a 1-0. Don't worry about anything. If you win 1-0 away again,
I'll be happy.
Just keep moving. The train keeps going. That's what we have to worry
We've gone for the same score here.
Yeah.
Both of us said 2-0.
2-0. I've seen the score come up a couple of times throughout Southampton and Arsenal's games.
They've beat us a few times as well, you know.
Yeah.
Danny Ings has scored. Like they've got a few good players that have scored against us, and
I'm good. I think as you are as well. We're going on current results. We're currently doing, and obviously mixing that in with a bit of historical data, but because of the Leeds game as well.
Yeah, I think we're strong now.
Yeah.
I think the only way they score is if Gabriel gives a goal away.
Yeah.
Really and truly.
Yeah.
And I think he
could
must
be 1-0, 2-0. It could be anything. I think it'll be a close game.
No, it'll be
hopefully not a close game, but not a massively scoring game.
Yeah, hopefully it's like not as close as it was last week, because that was horrible to watch.
You want to prefer to a 3-0, of course everyone would. 3-4-0, we love it, but again you'll take 1-0s all day long.
Definitely.
All day long.
Definitely. Another game at Ellen Road. Ellen Road for Leeds. Leeds versus Fulham.
Again, a couple of the former championship rivals.
Yeah, true.
A couple of times.
Could be a big scoring game.
Yeah.
I have gone for 2-1.
Yeah, I went for 1-1. I'm not going to change it now because I've already put it, but it could, again, like you're saying, I think it could very easily be a 2-1, a 2-2, a 3-3, like that type of game. So I've just kind of gone with the draw more than anything else.
I think Mitro scores, but I think Leeds against other opponents, what they did to us, they're impressive. Smashed teams.
They are impressive.
Very good. Like they're high press,
very high intensity. They're quite young. They've got young, fresh players that are willing to run and more than capable of running for
ages, 120 minutes, literally.
Just doing up and down, box to box.
So that's that game. Onto a fixture I think will probably be one of, apart from Chelsea, Man United, I'm looking at all the other ones, and I think this might be one of the most exciting. At White Hart Lane, or at the Lane, as they like to call it. At the Lane.
Is it called the Lane?
I don't know what it's called now. It's got the longest bar in Europe, though, isn't it?
They've got Drown Their Sorrows.
Mate, that's why they brought it there.
That joke will never get old.
Never get old,
to be honest.
I would say that until I die.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tottenham Newcastle does seem to produce some good fixtures. Not like high scoring, I don't feel, but I think good games in terms of they both got a lot of quality.
They're competitive, isn't it? They're Newcastle, especially with the new regime, and now Eddie Howe, a couple of the players that they brought in, they've been competitive in games. You've seen they've drawn against City now, they've drawn against United. Newcastle, they drew against City when they were at home.
They were at home, yeah.
But still, drawing against United away. Another hard away game.
Hard.
Spurs.
Very hard. I've gone 2-1 Tottenham.
I've gone 1-0 to Tottenham, I think,
1-0 to Tottenham, that's a scoreline these lot don't like, because they normally then go and concede one and then concede again and then they lose.
I'm going with what I was saying before about the Conte and a perfect result for them sometimes is a 2-0. I'm not sure if they'll get the goals in this game. So 1-0, I've gone with low scoring but highly competitive.
I've gone for pretty much the same difference in goals, but I still feel like Tottenham will have to score again to knock Newcastle off. I think that's my guess. Last game of match day 13 is West Ham versus Bournemouth. I have kind of given this result because of how bad West Ham have been in front of goal. I've said 1-0 West Ham. I think they'll get over the line, but I just don't see loads of goals in that game. I could be wrong, but 1-0 West Ham is what I've gone for.
I've gone with
a lot more goals.
I've gone with 3-1 West Ham, home win. Again, back at home, turning around from the Southampton game, and returning to winning ways for sure, I think, for West Ham. And I expect them to get a couple of goals against Bournemouth, to be honest. So 3-1.
Not too bad, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Well, we'll tally up the points, see what we get right. Liam's currently winning at the moment, so we'll see how it ends up.
5-3.
It's close. It's
okay,
very,
are you going to
close.
do your predicted points for this week?
I think I've got to come down in my estimation.
No, you're going to come down and look at correct scores and all them things.
I have to come down in my estimations, definitely.
Go on.
I'm probably going to go I'm going to go 5. I reckon I get 5 points from this one. Some of the results could go perfectly my way, and some could go very wrong. So I'm going to go predicted points for myself 5. What about yourself?
I'm going to give myself a bit of credit. I'm going to say 8 this week.
8 this week. That will move you up very, very,
potentially
very far ahead.
potentially a 1 or 2 correct scores, maybe. Of course, always potentially. But if we were fortune tellers, then we'd already be 100 million millionaires already.
Exactly,
We would have just put every correct score.
Exactly.
In the account.
That's very true.
That's it.
What was your, since we're kind of halfway through match day 12, we'll touch on it just to see the points that we're currently on. Because after the first 2 games, I think I've got 1 extra point.
Oh, you've
got none. No, because we need to look at it like for the first. Yeah,
it brings you back up to level.
No, not level. It brings me to 4. It brings me to 4.
4. Okay, 4.
So I've got 4 points going into like only 2 games. I've gone into match day 12. Obviously, this week has got 1 less fixture, so the maximum points is 3 less because Man City and Arsenal are not playing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on 4 points. You're on 5.
So what were the games? What was yesterday's?
Yesterday it was. I can't remember what I said the score was. I think I got the Palace one right. So the Brighton result was 0-0.
I'm sure we said.
None of us, I don't think, got it right.
No, we didn't. We both said Brighton win.
Both said Brighton win.
You said 2-0 Brighton, I said 3-1 Brighton.
Wow,
we were
it was 0-0.
Both quite wide of the mark with that one. A bore draw, a game of not many chances at all. Brighton again, they should be disappointed with that. 19, what was that? 19
shots, 7 on target.
Forest 3 shots, 0 on target.
Yeah, never going to
71% possession, Brighton.
Yeah, so it was tough game for Forest, and they're now going up against you. It's going to be a long weekend, if I'm being honest.
With all these shots that people are taking against Forest, it must just be.
Dean Henderson,
they just shoot from outside the box.
Dean
at least
Henderson
5 or 6 players like shoot from outside the box against them each game, at least.
And then the Palace score was 2-1 to Palace. I think I said 1-0 maybe, or
you said 2-0 Palace.
I said 2-0 Palace. So I was only 1 goal away.
And I said 1-1.
You said 1-1. So you was a goal.
1 goal away, but not the right result for me. I think that could have easily been a draw. Palace were played well in that game. They took their chances, and they come away with the home win, which they'll be buzzing about. The Wolves, although they're not fantastic table-wise at the minute, they're always a difficult team to play.
Yeah. Home or away.
Exactly.
Adama scored.
Adama's back on the score sheet.
He's finally doing something, is he?
He's coming out of not redemption. What was it called?
What's that?
Oh gosh, I can't think of the word.
He's definitely, he's always been out of his shell, but he's been doing nothing. So I
can't think of the word.
Even Wolves fans are getting tired of him because he runs the line and then just produces not that much. Like,
that's the thing. He was
hard as well.
Yeah, when he had them first few years at Wolves, he was just explosive. But it kind of worked well with the way that Wolves played as well, being on the counter attack and kind of letting him have more of a freer role. Obviously, he would come back and do some defensive work, but more of a freer role in attack. And when teams like when he played against City, them type of games, for example, that's what kind of put him more into the spotlight because of how he performed in them games.
Yeah.
Because of how the system allowed him to perform in them games.
It was very much freer.
And City played into their hands almost on occasions when they played against Wolves. They weren't winning the game or whatever the occasion was. I can't put my finger on it exactly. But they were probably chasing the game, desperate to get a goal, desperate to get a win. They've left 2 at the back or 1 at the back, and Adama's 1v1, and just the steam train just running towards you, just knocking it past you. And he was like, at them times, he was carrying people along with him.
Oh yeah.
He was knocking it past them. They were trash. He would just carry them with him and keep running.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
But yeah, it's good to see him get back on the score sheet. I
like him.
Always kind of had a soft spot for Adama because of what potentially he could be, but he needs to add that final product to what he's got, and he can be a proper player.
Yeah, definitely. But that's another video from Prempods Matchday 13 preview.
Yeah,
we've looked at all the scores, and we'll come back with another one once we've tallied it up and see who's in the lead. So thank you very much for watching.
Do you want to run through what we predicted the scores again, just quickly?
Yeah, you can run through them. You want to do both of them?
Go for it, yeah.
So Nottingham Forest Liverpool. I've gone 4-1 Liverpool. You've gone 4-0 Liverpool.
Yeah.
Everton versus Crystal Palace. I've gone 1-1. You've said 0-0. Manchester City against Brighton. I've said 5-0, and you've said 4-0.
Again, fair, yeah.
Chelsea against Man United. I've gone 1-1. You've gone 2-2. Very similar. Villa versus Brentford. I've gone 2-0 Brentford. You've gone 1-1. We've got Southampton against Arsenal. Both of us have gone 2-0 Arsenal. Then we've got Leeds versus Fulham. I said 2-1 Leeds. You said 1-1. Loads of draws.
I know, I picked quite a few draws this week, innit?
Loads of draws. Tottenham Newcastle is the next one. I've gone 2-1 Tottenham. You went 1-0 Tottenham. And then the last game... Oh, sorry, I missed one because I put the 2 p.m. there. So I'll do that one. Wolves Leicester.
Yeah.
I've gone 1-1 and you've gone 2-1 Wolves. And then the last game of match day 13, I've gone 1-0 West Ham and you've gone 3-1 West Ham.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A few draws, isn't it, in there? Well, especially for me anyway. But you've got a few as well, no? You've got 1, 2, 3...
Got a few.
Three,
I got a few.
Yeah, I've got a few, man. 1, 2...
You got about 5.
3, 4, 5, yeah.
5 draws, mate. But as I said, yeah, thank you very much for listening. And we'll see you all again soon.
Thanks again. Take care.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure hosting you. Have a great rest of your day and see you all again soon.